everyone! So I made this makeup tutorial to show you how to achieve a matte brown smoky eye for beginners. If you're interested in seeing how to achieve this look, keep on watching. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so I'm going to get started using my favorite primer right now. It's the Benefit Professional Poreless Primer. And then I'm just going to buff in my favorite foundation. It's the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I'm in number 120. And I really like the coverage that this gives to my skin. It's like it's not like a full coverage, I would say it's like a medium coverage, but it has like a nice luminous finish, for me anyway. And I'm using my favorite foundation brush of all time. It's a Sephora number 55 buffing brush, and it gives a beautiful airbrush finish to the face. And I'm just going to go in with circular motions and spread the product evenly all over my skin. And then I'm going to use my favorite concealer. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. You can get it at the drugstore. It's super inexpensive. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eye area to cover up any redness or dark circles. And I'm just going to use a Real Techniques contour brush just to really pat that under my eye and also cover up the veins on my eyelid. And it's really important to use patting motions. You want to make sure to be really delicate under your eyes, just because the skin is so thin and you don't want to cause any premature aging. Then what environmental damage might already be causing to your skin, it's best to do what you can. And I'm just like patting that into my skin. You're going to get a much better coverage if you pat the product into your skin instead of wiping it away. That's the tip that I always love to give my clients. It's really good to make your product go longer because you'll be spending less money in the long run for sure. And then I just put some on the back of my hand too to cover up any spots. And I'm just going to use powder just to kind of set that in. And the powder that I'm using is the NYX translucent powder. I do got a little bit on my cheek, but I promise I eventually blend that in. You'll see that later on in the video. It eventually does go away. It took me a long time to notice. And then I'm just going to quickly show you how I do my brows. I love the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown. It's my favorite brow pencil of all time. And I just carve out and I create an arch with my eyebrows because I'm so fair. You know, all you blonde girls out there know how I feel about being fair and having no eyebrows. And I'm just gonna like fill them in very like naturally, not going too ham on the brows. And I think I only show you my one eyebrow. I'm just gonna quickly go through. And then I'm just going to set my eyes to prep them for eyeshadow. And I'm going to go with my favorite eyeshadow of all time. It's Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. It's just a really nice skin tone eyeshadow shade that's really going to prep for other darker eyeshadows just to go in with that smoky eye. And I'm just going to use windshield wiper motions just to really blend that into the eye. And it's like a great way to not have like a harsh smoky eye to get that really gradient effect. And then I'm going to go with Creme Brulee. It's a little bit darker than Peach Smoothie. And I'm just going to use the exact same technique to buff that into my eyes. It's like such a good technique just to make sure that you really get that blown out effect so that there's no harsh lines. The brush that I'm using is the Sigma E35. It's like my favorite buffing brush of all time. It's like really big and fluffy. You don't really get like a dense coverage, you just get like a really blown out effect. And then I'm going in with the Sigma E25 with Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear. And it's just a beautiful warm brown. And I'm just going to use that on the whole eyelid. I love using this brush with that darker color because it doesn't make it too dark on the eyelid, so you're able to go over the whole eyelid without looking like you got punched in the face or anything. It really does give you that beautiful blown out effect. I really love this shade, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other eye. You can really buff that in using circular motions. And then I'm going back in with my E35 buffing brush just to make sure that I have no harsh lines. That's like the key to a smoky eye for any beginner out there. It's really important just to make sure to keep on blending. And then I'm using my Lorac Pro palette using the shade Espresso. It's a beautiful chestnut brown just to give an extra dimension to the outer corner and inner crease of my eye. I wasn't going to do this step, but I thought, hey, what the heck, I may as well take it to the next level for this tutorial. But it's totally up to you. You could just keep it with the other browns that we use, but if you're going to do like a brown smoky eye, it's good to use different shades of brown just to create a little bit more dimension and make the eye look more interesting. And then I'm going in with the clean buffing brush just to, again, make sure that there are no harsh lines. I'm using my favorite eyeliner by Kat Von D called Trooper, and I'm just going to create a nice wing. It started out really skinny and then it got really big really fast. Usually how things go. I feel like my hand has a mind of its own. So, there we go. The perfect way to do it is to just line your eyes, trace out where you want the wing, and then fill it in like a coloring book. But I know everyone has like their own way of doing their winged eyeliner, and everyone has like their own tricks to achieving it. And then I'm going in with my Marc Jacobs eyeliner. I don't want to be bourgeois, but this stuff really does stay in your waterline. If your eyes tear, or if you have issues with your eyeliner like fading in your waterline, this stuff really stays on. And then I'm just going in with my pencil brush, mixing creme brulee and peach smoothie together, just to kind of really blend in that eyeliner and make sure that it's really nice and smoky on the bottom. Obviously this step is up to you, but if you want like a nice smoky eye, it's good to balance out the bottom lash as well as you did on the top lash, just to make it beautiful and cohesive. And now I'm just curling my eyelashes with my Sephora eyelash curler. And then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite mascaras. It's a Lancome Hypnose, and this stuff lasts forever. I love it. I'm just going to do a couple coats of my lashes, and then I'm also going to do my bottom lashes as well. This is a step that you can skip if you don't like bottom lash mascara, but I find it really opens up my eyes. I'm going to contour with the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's so beautiful. It's nice and matte, so it's a good contour shade. And then I decided to contour, and then I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to bronze. So then I'm just going to bring it, and I'm just going to use it all over my cheeks and not just in the contour area of my face. And then you'll see I do the exact same thing on the other side. And the difference between bronzing and contouring is that contouring, you're more creating a dimension to your face, but bronzing, you're just kind of adding more color into your skin and giving like a more sun-kissed glow. And then I'm using a nice fluffy brush just to blend that in. And then I decide that I'm just going to go in with one of my favorite bronzers by Hourglass. It's a beautiful bronzer. I love it. So I'm just going over the Benefit bronzer, and I'm also going to blend it out onto my forehead just to, again, like create that dimension and make sure everything is nice and cohesive in your makeup look. It's a nice trick to do just to make it look more natural, quote unquote. I don't know if you could call makeup natural, but we can go as far as to say that. And then also to drag it around your jawline too, just to, you know, make yourself more chiseled. Why not? You could do it. And then I'm using NARS Orgasm Blush. I used to love this blush, but now I'm back on it. It's beautiful, and it's like perfect for all skin tones. I absolutely love it. And then I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics. Oh wait, I lied. I'm just going to sharpen my bronzer and just making sure that it is not too muddy around my cheeks. And then I'm going to highlight with the Champagne Pop collaboration with Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics. I got a little over my head there. And I'm just going to blend that into my cheekbones, just the upper part of your cheeks, just to give a beautiful glow to your skin. Because we're doing like all matte eyes and also put an all matte lipstick on, I thought this was a really good way to add more dimension into your face. You don't have to do a highlight if you just want to be all matte, but I love a glow to the skin. It's my favorite. And I'm also going to highlight my brow bone and then in the corner of my eyes too. And it really just brings a little bit more attention to your face. And then I'm going to apply my lipstick. I'm using the Lolita lipstick by Kat Von D. And it's beautiful. It's my favorite of all time. I had a really hard time getting my hands on it, but once I did, I wear it all the time. And that's the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you love this video. Thanks so much for watching.